Hi everyone, my name is Ging Masinda and welcome to the first episode of The Director's Cut. So what is this show all about? This is all the funny... This show is about all the funny things that happen in poker. And even if it's not funny, we'll make fun of it. So if you easily get offended, this is not the show for you. So turn that video off. Shit. I guess I should just stop and this is not the show for you. First one was actually better than this one. Did I just like spit? So, hi everyone, we're actually doing our first episode of The Director's Cut, and who's a better guest than this funny guy himself, Mr. Joe Stapleton.
You caught me at a really terrible but great time. Like this hour that I'm here is my only free hour. Okay, I just got done doing my show, Poker Night Live, literally moments ago. This is my wardrobe from it at the Gardens Casino, and tomorrow I fly to Monaco for the return of the EPT for EPT Monaco. So this is like my only free couple of hours. I actually have a date scheduled after this too. So yeah, so that's
a grinder right there. But you know what? Thank you so much, Dave, for being here and for your support. So we just had this seminal Hard Rock Poker Showdown final table, and we had like one final tablist there, and this was actually streamed on Poker Go. And his name is Jeff Fielder. He's a two-time WPT Deep Stacks champion, and he's
Deep Stacks. That's a show I worked on before the WPT bought it, and then they didn't need me anymore.
So, Jeff Fielder.
Yep.
So, he has this moniker, or I would say like an AKA. And then one of the tournament reporters asked him, it's like, oh, what's your name? It's like, oh, first name, Dixon. It's like, okay, how about your last name? It's like, Cider, like, yeah, CIDR.
Dixon Cider. Was he already a champion when he gave this Dixon Cider?
He wasn't a champion at the time, but like I would say he was a champion at making...
He was a champion troll. The name I always give is Pete the Hut. Jeff Fielder, a.k.a.
Dixon Cider, so was in the final table of the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Showdown in Florida.
That's pretty funny, right? Seminole? I always say they're always missing a trick at the Hard Rock by not having a bar called Seminole Fluids. That's a no-brainer. You got to do it. I'm a very twisted and sad individual.
The reporter reported his name as like Dixon Cider, and then
little old lady scrolling through the chip.
Ooh. And then she made a final table, and he was involved in this hand. Okay, wait. There
Jeff on the button, 5-4.
Okay.
So you guys use the 4-color graphics. That's cool. We use 2. No big deal.
Well, you know
what?
what?
Whatever. It's different. It's different. Yeah, it's fine.
There you go. This is a very interesting
hand. All right.
hand.
So we've got Brian, Faraz, Scott, and Jeff.
You got Dixon Cider, a.k.a. Jeff Fielder.
Jeff. All right. So he has flopped a 4 here and a full boat.
So why do people actually, or why do players really act like they have is their breath stinking or whatever?
People think, you know what?
When they cover their mouth?
They think that there are a lot of mouth tells. Your mouth has like thousands of little muscles in it, right?
Really?
And so your mouth will flicker. So is the dating part of the show or the poker part? Sorry, your mouth will flicker, feeling happy or sad. There's just like you do slight little frowns or smiles and stuff, so people cover their mouths to cover those up. So at this point, Jeff makes a no good flush. Which is
actually a baby flush, right? Like, can you see it?
I can see it, but we've been told there's a flush, but I only see 4 clubs, so it's a no good flush draw.
He's got 5-4 of clubs.
Yeah, that is one of the worst cards. Right, that's. Club's a really bad card for Jeff.
Scott here acting like, super chill.
Super chill, but also who farted.
That's right.
Let me guess what's going to happen here. Club on the river.
Of course.
Hold on. Oh, I'm so good.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
How did you guess that?
And he rivers a straight flush. Draw.
So Jeff hits his flush.
By the way, it's Dave Farah and Matt Waxman.
Matt Waxman, yeah. Oh, Waxy. So I would say this. Matt Waxman, my favorite non-pro.
He's actually a pro.
Oh. That's awkward.
You don't think so? Matt Waxman, he's a WPT champion.
So all in a call. Ooh.
That's the face he make.
Ooh.
That's the face he make.
That is a Dick's outsider.
Yes. I'm sorry, Jeff. I guess you got a little bit cocky about that.
Hey,
baby
there we
flash.
go. Are we gonna do a bunch of penis puns? Look at him standing erect here.
Sorry,
And he
Jeff
is
Fielder.
Being ejaculated from the tournament. No, it doesn't work. That one is too far.
There you go.
That's a crazy highlight. I will say one thing for Dixon Cider. He has spunk.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, let's quickly move on from that one.
Yeah,
What's
they
next?
kind of like left a poor taste in my mouth, actually. Well, we're actually going to follow it up with maybe some bathroom talk.
Wait. It's gonna get worse. That wasn't bathroom talk.
It's not. Do you think it's bathroom talk?
We're going to talk
we're
about
just starting.
dropping a deuces on somebody?
No, not really. Because, like, you know how it is? Like, it's just a big thing with, within the poker community, how, like, players don't actually, like, wash their hands.
I'm sorry. I don't care if people wash their hands when they go to the bathroom.
If I was a girl, one of the girls he was involved with, I would definitely be scared right now.
You would be scared. What
Yes.
are you scared of? You're scared of me touching the thing that you're...
All right, so speaking of bathroom talk. So Alan Kessler tweeted something about this guy who was just in the bathroom, and this guy was apparently saying that, oh, it's actually okay to, just use hand sanitizer after using the bathroom.
Look,
I need to put some
washing your hands after you go to the bathroom is one of those things that I purely do just to not catch any shit about it. Like, it's purely lip service. I'm like, oh, I did something here. Who cares? You know why? Because I'm not peeing on my hands, and I might be touching a part of my body. But if I went like this and touched my elbow, I wouldn't wash my hands.
Okay, but how do you
If I
flush?
tou-
How do you flush the urinal? Don't you like touch?
I don't at all. You don't flush the urinal. First of all, a lot of places, by the way, and
Are
if you're not, you
censor
should be. They should be eco-friendly. Waterless urinals are saving tens of thousands of gallons a year. # Earth Day. So I'm not touching the flusher. So look, I do wash my hands when I leave, but again, it's just so that people don't notice and then out me.
Okay.
But having said that, I totally agree. Hand sanitizer is plenty. Now, here's the real question. Mm-hmm. Is the guy actually using hand sanitizer, or did he get caught not washing his hands and then said, oh, but I use hand sanitizer as like a backup, as like, how am I going to get out of this one, Jim?
And imagine if you're a girl, when you wipe your thingo, right? Like, do you actually want to risk, like, getting germs, like, on the sides, even if you're actually, like... I'm just saying, okay, we're both adults here, and we're all, like, our audience are actually...
We're both adults, but we're not doctors. Let's just keep it.
Have you had a stalker before?
Yeah, oh,
Being
sure.
a popular guy.
Well, what do you call being a stalker? Like someone looking for child support? Does that count as
No, so
stalking?
speaking of stalker,
Yeah.
I just think that Alan Kessler has a stalker.
You think he has a stalker?
I just think he has a stalker.
Is that stalker
And this,
potentially
by the way-
named Alan Kessler? Because didn't he create that? Wasn't there that whole thing where there was that account that was? It doesn't matter. Ging just brought this up now. I don't know if you guys can see this.
So,
I see what you're talking about now.
Right? So there was this girl who, like, literally...
So I get like 10 friend requests a day with names like this.
Mm-hmm.
They always have 3 names. It's always like almost a real name. It's always like,
I would say this is a real person.
This is not a real person.
It is a real person. I actually went to the profile. Because, like...
All right, let's bring up the profile.
Okay, wait. The first thing I actually did when I saw all
By
the
the way,
notifications...
you know how I'm an expert at getting ghosted?
What,
I'm also an expert at getting catfished. And I know how to spot fake profiles.
Okay, let's see it. Look at her.
Can we read her profile real quick? Can I read that out loud?
Okay, yeah, sure. Wait,
God will lift you up so high that no man will be able to pull you down in Jesus' mighty name. Not a sentiment I necessarily disagree with, but doesn't sound like a poker fan to me.
She's not, and she's actually from Dasmariñas Cavite, which is in the Philippines.
Right. And I was going to guess that just based on...
Her face?
No, not based on her face. Are you crazy?
Oh,
This
I'm
is
sorry.
2018. You
I
can't
am being
guess someone's
racist right now, or...
ethnicity based on their face. Are you nuts? However, this is why I think that this is not... Okay, let's say that this is a real person.
This
why,
is actually...
Why Alan
why
has
do you-
word spread through the world that, like, who's the lonely guy out there? Because if so, I got a friend request from her in my...
So, I think it's a real person. Pretty much just looking for, like, a relationship, and Alan Kessler happens to be like a person who announces to the world he's single and like willing to actually buy you a meal if he's got like $100 credit on resorts and casinos in Vegas or from based on a slot play. So I think it's
I actually agree with you at this point.
right.
And I think that this is a real person, but not for the reasons you said, but because Alan Kessler is a hot piece of ass. There you go. First ever episode of this show. You heard it here first. That's my hot take. Alan Kessler is a hot piece of ass. And they take over, and next thing you know, I'm eating Jing's brain.
Really?
It's pretty dank. There's some dank memes about my dating life. Uncle Daddy is going to take care of it for you.
Sugar daddy, you mean?
Yeah, you know
Uncle
why? I
Daddy.
like to put my own spin on it. Uncle Daddy.
Okay.
You know why? Because I'm fun like an uncle, but I'll discipline you like a daddy. But this is Comedy Gold. Speaking of which, I'm at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles,
Yes.
May 12th, 10 p.m. Check my Twitter for details. If you guys want to come.
I will actually go
Will
there.
or Jing,
Yeah.
I'll get you guys free tickets for sure. And bring your old lady, Will. Don't tell her I said that because my bruises have not healed from the last time.